As a preliminary matter, this is Taylor Galusha, Communications Coordinator. Please permit me to confirm that all members and persons anticipated on the agenda are present and can hear me. Members, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Cynthia Mosquita.
Yes.
Pankaj Adawal.
Yes.
Holly Millershank.
Yes.
Freddie Koss.
Yes.
Bindu Gupta.
Yes.
And Adiola Mbambe. Good evening. This is an open meeting of the Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Belonging Committee, and it's being conducted remotely, consistent with Chapter 2 of the Acts of 2023, House Bill 3548, signed into law by the Governor on March 29th, 2023. The act, which you can find posted with agenda materials for this meeting, allows public bodies to meet entirely remotely, so long as reasonable public access is afforded, so that the public can follow along with the deliberations of the meeting. Ensuring public access does not ensure public participation unless such participation is required by law. This meeting will not feature public comment. For this meeting, the Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Belonging Committee is convening by video conference via Google Meet, which is posted on the town's website, identifying how the public will join. All right, go Cynthia. Oh, you're muted.
Do I still have to say I'm calling it to order, or did you do that? Yeah, okay, so it is 6:32, and I'd like to call this meeting of the Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Belonging Committee to order. And it is June 10, 2024. So I'm going to just, jump to the agenda. The first item on the agenda is to review and act on the minutes of May 13th. So the minutes were in the folder. If everyone agrees to accept the minutes, I just need a motion to accept the minutes.
Motion to accept.
And then we have to do it by like a roll call. So you have to call everybody's name. That's the, I'm sorry, I forgot about that too.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Do I still motion and second and then roll call?
Yep,
I think
exactly.
that's how we did it. Yeah, okay. So I heard somebody say motion,
Yep. Motion to accept.
and I think Holly is a second. So I'll just start the roll call with Adiola.
Yes, I accept.
Bindu,
Yes, I accept.
Freddie,
Yes, I accept.
Holly,
Yes.
Pankaj,
Yes, I accept.
and I also accept. So the minutes are accepted. All right, and we'll move on to the next item on the agenda, which is to review and discuss logo contest voting. Do we have any updates on that?
I was trying to look through the folder. I don't know. Taylor, have you seen any new entries? No.
There hasn't
Okay.
been any new ones.
So I know the school was on, and I was on vacation the last month. I can send in a, we have only last few days left of school. So I can send a reminder to the art teachers today. Hopefully we can extend the deadline to maybe the end of the month if you want, instead of May 30th. What dates do you guys suggest? Because there's a July 4th weekend coming in July. So we'll need to review what comes in, if it comes in, I mean. And give us some time before the next meeting, which is on July 8th, I believe.
Okay. Let's see. Do you want to make it like July 1st?
Yes. Would that work? What days are the offices closed in the town?
July 1st is a Monday.
Will only be closed on July 4th because it's during the week.
It's a Thursday. Okay. So I
Yeah.
think July 1st would be good.
Okay.
Do we have to get a okay from the board?
I don't think
Committee?
so. I
No?
don't think so.
Everybody agrees to that date? Looks good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we have any entries so far? None. Okay.
We had got it long ago, but that was from somebody who was not from our town.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So we need to pump it up. So I'll send a few reminders into the community advocate again.
Yeah. You know, I think the other thing too is like we had we're doing so we have the 2 events coming up in June. We're also we also have the submission for the senior center publication. And so maybe like if we like even push it, like let's give it the summer and maybe like give people a little more time. Because they might have more time over the summer. What do you
Do you want to
think?
do it September or October?
Yeah, and then just then and then if there's no interest, I think we should probably table it
Yeah.
because I feel like we've been discussing it for months.
Yeah.
So we can do September, and then we can put it out on all at all of these events that we're doing. We can put it out on the senior center newsletter, and if like we don't get any submissions, then we just stop. And
Agreed.
Agreed. Okay. So September 1st.
Which is a Sunday, so September 3rd, because 2nd is a Labor Day again.
Okay, that's right. Okay. All right. Sorry, I have to keep flipping tabs to look at the agenda. So then the next item on the agenda is review and discuss planning for Juneteenth event.
Sure. You want me to start?
Please.
Yeah. So we are now going with a table at the food truck night for June 20th. It's the Thursday. Bye, Mama. Bye. Sorry. For June 20th. And so we're going to do a table, which Taylor has been so kind to just take initiative, go like order the things. And Taylor, just a huge shout out to you. Thank you very, very much. So she made a little, like a flyer that's going to get shared online, and we're going to have a table. We ordered from Amazon with activities, just like a small kind of a color wheel that kids can come, or whoever wants to come and take and color. There's markers, balloons. We ordered books to give away for like a free giveaway, free raffle. We'll just kind of enter names in a bowl or a hat or something and pull names that way. And so I think, oh, thank you. I just saw your message up and do that. You can be there from 5 to 6:15. Yes, thank you. So Taylor did send out communications today. We would love to have participation shifts at the table. Like we'll be there from 3 to 7:30, but we'd love to have you guys support in that way. Taylor, did I miss anything?
No, I don't think so. I'll just add that I shared a Facebook event today so people can like set it as like a reminder and whatnot. It went out through the town website. I was able to order 10 books just because we had a little bit more money. So we can maybe give them out like sporadically, like whatever throughout the day, or doesn't really matter. Yeah, so everything has been ordered and should be here by Monday. We got like decorations, we got red, green, and black balloons to make little like balloon bouquets for the table. We got a tablecloth. Yeah, I can't even remember what I ordered, to be honest, but it'll be a fun setup. And the only other question I had was if there were like informational flyers or like handouts that you'd want to do like targeted like towards adults. Like I feel like we've done a good job, like all ages with this event. But I didn't know if there was like more like one pager take home things you would want me to like print out that we could hand out as well. But yeah, I think we're in really good shape for next Thursday.
Yeah, and to that point, I was thinking more of like a QR code, so we're
Yeah.
not getting all
Yeah,
this
yeah,
paper.
yeah.
Maybe a QR code kind of thing, a couple of them that we can scan, that people can come up and scan.
Yeah.
So one would be a quick excerpt on the history of Juneteenth. The other one, I think I wrote it in the email that
Yeah,
I'll
you had like
resend.
a few different ones. If you want to send me like
Yeah.
specific links that you
Okay.
think are like good, I can just
Okay,
like
perfect.
pull something together, like maybe use the flyer we already have and like add the QR codes to it
Oh, beautiful.
to like print out and have like on the table
And
that
have this
day.
displayed on the table.
Yeah.
That's perfect. And then to that point, I was gonna ask Holly if you remember the calendar, like the diversity calendar, I
Yep,
think.
I have
Yep.
that link.
Okay, so perfect. So I would love to have the calendar link, a link to maybe Black owned or diverse businesses in the area.
Mhm.
We probably won't get a lot in Shrewsbury, but in Worcester County, I think would be a great opportunity to do that, to highlight that on the
Yeah.
link as well.
Yeah, I think you sent that one too.
Yeah, I think I sent that one. I think I sent that one. And then I can find a page, like maybe from a link to a African American History Museum on a
Yeah, I was gonna
blurb.
say the one
of-
in DC has a really good
Awesome.
like
Perfect.
website.
Awesome. So I can grab that and then we can link to that just so people, if they want to know about it, I know it's a newer federal holiday, newer in this time. I know it was celebrated a lot back in the day, but for now, because it's been a recently added federal holiday, people are still having questions about it. So it'll be good to educate people who come up to the desk if they want to know about it. Hey, you can scan the link and read a one pager or blurb on it. So
Yeah,
yeah.
perfect. I
Mhm.
think with that, then we're like super covered,
Yeah, I think that's
in
perfect.
really good shape for the event. So
Awesome.
Do you want me to
Yay.
include this
Yeah.
flyer in the logo contest and send it to the schools and the community advocate too? Or is it already covered?
it didn't go to the community advocate. I just don't know. You can try and send it today. I don't know if it'll make it to print for Friday though,
Okay.
because it's next week.
Okay. No worries.
But you could try with that, the logo and the Pride flyer.
Yeah. Okay. I also listed the timings that people can sign up. I put it in the chat if somebody is available to sign up for any of those.
So 2:30.
And Freddie has mentioned that she'll be there from 2:30 to 3:45. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Freddie. Appreciate that.
You're
Yes.
welcome. I have time at that time, not later. So
That's perfect.
So the library is also having an event that day, and I didn't remember I had signed up to distribute the ice cream. So
Oh,
that's
okay.
the event that I'm going before this one. So that's why I took the second slot.
Okay, that's perfect. Thank you. That's perfect.
Can we have more QR codes, like where I am distributing the ice cream? I can keep those there to tell the people that there is more stuff. You go over here. Now this is the next thing you can go to.
So like print extra copies of it so that
The library can have it and we can distribute, or at least have the
or maybe
flyer.
the flyer, yeah, because the flyer I think is going to include it. So yeah, I think that's a good idea as well. Send people our way.
Mhm.
Thank you, Cynthia. That's awesome. Thank you, Holly. Yay. Oh, Holly's gonna have both of the kids with her. It's gonna be a fun day, fun event, busy.
I'm
Thank
like really excited for it.
Yeah,
For you all.
it's gonna
I
be
think
fun.
it'll be a great event.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. And I saw
You're
that
welcome.
we did, if you look at the food truck flyer, we do have, remember we reached out to a Black owned vendor by the name of Caribbean, oh my gosh, I'm gonna butcher it, Caribbean Express, the Caribbean
Mhm.
Express.
Pressed.
And we couldn't get them in time for Juneteenth, but they did make the list of food trucks for the summer. So you will see them listed on the summer, and I think that's amazing. So they will be participating
Nice.
a couple of times in the summer for the food truck nights in Shrewsbury, and that's awesome. And I saw a post that when I'm on the A Better Shrewsbury Facebook group, and a lot of people were excited that there's more diverse offerings for food truck night in Shrewsbury. So that's a big win. So
Yeah,
yeah, so that's huge.
that's awesome.
I'm just clarifying, the Juneteenth event is at Dean Park, correct?
It's in the town
It's
center
at the, yeah, it's at
Okay.
the summer market, which is
summer
at
market.
Town Hall. So it's a combo of the farmer's market and the food truck night all
Okay.
wrapped in one.
Awesome.
Yeah, summer market. And
Okay.
Pankaj, thank you so much. He just volunteered for 5 to 6:15 as well. So thank you. Yay.
Yeah. And I might be able to stay a little longer. It'll just depend on who else is coming with me.
No
Uh,
worries. Anytime you guys can do it would be great. So thank you.
Okay,
Appreciate that.
no problem. Anything else for Juneteenth before we move on?
No, I think we're good.
Okay, all right. So the next item on the agenda is to review and discuss the Pride event 2024. So I think in terms of that, we have the date, we have the place. The police detail is booked, and
I did have a question about the music. Like I have a list in a Google Doc of songs and artists that I think would fit, but I don't like, were we going to do it on Spotify, YouTube? Should I download the music? Like, I hesitate to put it on my own Spotify playlist just because my phone has a very bad battery life, so I wouldn't want to like use my phone and then as the device that's doing it and then have it just die because my phone stays charged for like 3-4 hours, and then I've had it for like 5 years at this point. So I just don't know whether I should make it a Spotify playlist or a YouTube playlist and then like share it with one of you or something.
yeah, can you make it a Spotify playlist and share it with me?
Yeah, I will do that probably this week. Sometime. I have a Google Doc list of songs. I'll make the Spotify stuff and then I'll share that with you.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay, and I think that's it, right? The ice cream truck is all set. And then I think Taylor, you said you
Yep,
ordered some
yep,
of the
all
crafts,
the
right? So
Yep, all the decorations and stuff are ordered and in the office. So I can't be there for the whole event, but I'll be able to
Mhm.
come and set up for like the first hour.
Mhm.
What was I gonna say?
So can we have,
I
just
have-
for the minutes, can we have the sort of, what's the setup time to close time, just so we have it included in the minutes?
Can we have like what day, what location, and all that too, so that
Yep,
people who are
so
watching.
it's at Dean Park on June 26th from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Yeah.
4
No.
to
4
7.
p.m. to 7 p.m. I'll probably get there at 3 to start setting up. I don't think people will be over there. If they are, I can blow up balloons in a park. It won't be a big deal. But yeah, all the decorations are ordered. I got speakers from Shrewsbury Media Connection to borrow for the music, and he has like a little portable generator that a phone or whatever can be plugged into to do the music. And I think they're gonna come and like record some of the event as well, just to like promote it for next year. I did have some people reach out and be like, oh, are there gonna be other vendors this year? So I told them no, but like it's our first year doing this, so if that's something like we want to think about in the future. But again, I think we're like super set with this event. It's on Facebook. We have people responding to the Facebook event. It's on the website, all that good stuff. So I think we have like 2 really good events lined up for the community and from the committee. So I think that's like a big win for you guys or for you all. And I feel like very excited that we're going to get to do this June.
Are we signing up to
Yeah.
volunteer? Is it like 1 hour slots or?
Yeah, so that was what I was going to ask. So I know somebody had reached out to volunteer and I connected them with you all. I think it would be a good idea to have committee members that know they're going to be there the whole time, and then some that can come for like different periods of the event. I don't think it's a lot of like maintenance. It's just mostly like when the cleanup happens, like definitely you all will need help with that. But so I guess like, again, kind of like blocking it out, the events from 4 to 7, if people want to like sign up, I guess, or volunteer their time. I think
Yep.
that'll be helpful to, I think Freddie, you're going to be there the whole time.
Be there the whole time, yeah.
And a few
I
others.
was planning on being there for most of it.
Okay.
Same here. But again, is it in the podium in the front of the where the Dean Park is, like between next to the?
I have to look at the map. I don't know the difference between the 2 different pavilions, to be honest.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, that was
The
going to
only
be my
thing is
question.
usually, I'm
There are
sorry,
2
if there are games,
pavilions and 1
if
stage.
there are
So
games, right? So then the parking is not available in the front. So I was just wondering about that.
Yeah, I can I'll put a map with the Facebook event to like highlight which one it is. I just honestly I don't know the difference of the 2.
Okay.
Okay. That was going to be my question too, because I wasn't sure which is which.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay. Okay. All right. So anything else for that event? So
I'll plan to
move-
be there at the second half, like 5 o'clock and then beyond. Just
Okay.
do we
Thank
have
you.
any rain date or any backup plan if weather is not
Wait,
supporting?
I think we submitted a
Yeah,
rain
there
date.
is a rain date approved.
I think it's the Saturday, right?
It's booked at the other pavilion, that whatever pavilion we have for the Wednesday, we have the other one for the Saturday.
Yeah.
So I guess we can just monitor the weather as we get to like that 72 hours out, and share rain date if we have to. I just don't want people to get confused on what date is the date. So fingers crossed. It's been pretty nice, knock on wood. So
Yep.
Yeah.
I was also wondering about the clothes and the colors that we are wearing. Do you guys have a preference, like for the events that are coming up, just so that kind of we match? It would be nice to represent us as together, right? We can talk about
yeah.
it if you want to think about it too.
I mean, I know I'm going to the Pride event decked out in all of my Pride pins. I have a lot of them. So yeah, but I don't quite like, in terms of the Juneteenth event, I was probably just thinking like t-shirt and shorts, just because it's going to be hot out. It's June, that sort of thing.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next item on the agenda, which is the Senior Center submissions by the 10th of the month. And so Holly sent in this month's submission, which was really nice. It was some statistics on Shrewsbury and the diversity of Shrewsbury. So that was really nice. That'll come out in next month's issue. I think we just need a volunteer to do July's submission.
Am I on the list? I think I volunteered last time. Was
Okay, that's what I wasn't sure, but I just want to double check. Okay, so Adiola
Mhm.
for July. Anybody interested in August?
And this submission has to get sent in by July 10th because that's going to be for August, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So the August one would be for October,
September.
September. I'm skipping a month. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I can do the next one,
Okay.
August.
Yeah, so it just has to be submitted to her by August 10th. And there's a folder with the submissions in them already in the Google Drive that.
Is it just one page?
Yeah, it's actually half a page. So
Half a page? Okay.
yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. And those are all the items that I have on the agenda. We can talk about what we want to set for next month's agenda, which is going to be on July 8th, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we don't, both the events will be, so we could debrief about the events and just talk about, you know, what went well and planning for future events. How does
And then
that sound?
that
Yeah.
sounds good. Can I add something to the agenda for next month?
Yes.
So this is more along the lines of one of the other charges we have as it relates to advocacy for different, issues related to diversity that come up through the community. There was a recent one I brought to Cynthia's attention regarding, that would have entailed the participation of the school committee or superintendent, all of the above, if it had been voted on by the committee that we would choose to advocate for such cause. So it didn't get to that level. But the reason I'm bringing this up is in the event where we feel like something in the community comes up and we want to advocate for, that issue as a group, how are we to respond to it? How are we to vote on it? What's the time frame? So maybe we can just have like that conversation. So a conversation around community advocacy and how to do it as a group, as a unit. And then the second part of that conversation is I found out that if we are going to meet with any other bodies, like town official bodies, it would have to be like, let's say we wanted to go to the school committee and bring something up. The initiative would have to come from the chair of our committee to the chair of the other said committee. And that's just something I've learned recently. So I just wanted to bring that up in case anyone didn't know that. So I thought that would be good information to pass along here to this group. So there's something that comes up and we as a unit decide, okay, we think this is something to advocate for, and we want to meet with this other group. We want to meet with the school committee. We want to meet with the board of trustees at the library or whatever the group is. We'd have to have it come from the chair. And then that chair would have to write a letter of intent to the chair or email to the chair of the other group to initiate a conversation between the two groups.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah,
so
I didn't know
was
that
good.
either.
Thank you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is in our bylaws. Where is it written? I was just wondering. Where did you find out?
So I found out by a town official, somebody that is official in the town that is doing this on another committee.
Another committee. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for educating us. There's always some learning.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going through the agenda and I saw that there was one, the H that said light up the commons. Did we have a follow-up on that by any chance?
I had a brief conversation with the Shrewsbury Town Center group, which is the one that coordinates the placement of the lights, and I will follow up with them.
Awesome, thank you. And for next month's agenda, there's a rotation of committee members. So I reapplied, and I think it is in. I think Taylor may have an update. If there are more people, then they have to find. No, you don't know. Okay.
I don't know. I don't do appointments
Okay.
anymore. That was
Okay.
just when I was filling in.
Okay. Yeah.
So
So
then
my term is ending up. So yeah, I had reapplied.
Okay. And then when you reapply, Bindu, I think, do you restructure again and like reassign roles? Okay.
I believe so. So that would happen maybe next meeting or maybe
Yeah, it would
after
happen
that.
at the July meeting.
Okay.
At the July meeting. Okay, so that'll go on the
Um,
agenda.
I had 2 suggestions for the July agenda to start brainstorming things for the fall and maybe like the winter. So we have like these events kind of on our radar, and can like plan. I think we did it, like, I think we gave ourselves enough time for the scale of events for like Pride and Juneteenth. But if we want to do something like bigger, like if we want to bring the like do the multicultural festival in the spring or late spring, like now would be the time, I think, to start coordinating that. So I think just like discussing future events would be a good item.
Yeah, I think we had last time we talked about the multicultural event, like it was previously done during the fall, and there is a lot already happening with like the Spirit of
Yes.
Shrewsbury and all that other stuff. And so
Mm-hmm.
we had thought that it might be better to do it, but the spring sounds nice, because then
I
there's
agree.
not.
So would it be like Feb or April? Like, are we doing it around the vacation time?
So what
I'd
we
say
said-
even May.
Well, what we said at the last meeting was that we would coordinate with the 300th anniversary of the town. And so we could highlight the historic.
So the 300th celebration won't happen until 2027. So that wouldn't be for next year.
So how do you guys feel about doing like a spring event for multicultural thing?
I like it, but when exactly are we thinking spring? Which month?
So I don't think we should dive too deep into this because it wasn't on the agenda. I was
Okay.
just
Yeah.
suggesting it for next time. And then we
Yeah.
can figure out ways, like Holly was saying, to pull in other committees. But yeah, I think that's just a good thing to talk about if we want to do it in the spring.
Awesome.
Additionally, other like forums too, like make sure we keep
Right.
up
I think like
forums.
making like a calendar at Eola,
Yeah.
like of
Yeah.
Perfect.
the
Perfect.
forums,
Yep.
the smaller events, the bigger events, just
I
kind
love
of
that.
brainstorming and putting it on a calendar might be helpful for like task management and
Yeah.
Mhm.
making
Perfect.
sure, like planning it way out in advance, and then you can start like securing people and there'll be less conflicts of scheduling and whatnot.
Agreed.
Yeah.
It's
On
perfect.
So
that
we could
note,
do like
go ahead.
I was gonna say we could do maybe like a month by month thing, and already start like because we know the Spirit of Shrewsbury event is happening during this month, and then we can kind of space things
Exactly.
out.
And that's exactly what I was wondering. Like, do we have a calendar for our town that mentions everything that different committees and, for example, library or the police
Yeah,
department
so
or the senior
it's
center is doing?
It's something I'm trying to get all the departments to do, but it's not something that happens right now.
Okay.
Like I put all of you all's events in there, but still things get double scheduled. So that's something I'm trying to get departments to kind of coordinate more on. But I do have more awareness of like, because Rec does all their like releases dates for all their events for throughout the year. So I know when those big events are, like we can plan when Spirit of Shrewsbury is going to be because it's the same like weekend every year. But yeah, I agree that more coordination has to happen with the departments. It's just getting that information to be more fluid between all of us. So it's definitely something I'm working on in my like formal role in town.
Thank you so
but
much. We
It's a
appreciate
bigger
that.
challenge than it seems on the surface.
That
Yeah.
reminds me of the email ID. Are we still on that? Having an official email ID?
Yeah, so they're still, because they're doing it for every single committee in town. I can see where they're at. I know 300th got theirs. So I feel like we'll be kind of closer to the top of the list because that seems like they're doing it like alphabetical.
Oh, nice.
It's like the numbers would be first. So I'll follow up with IT tomorrow actually and see like where we're at with that.
Yay. Thank you.
I had a question about the like, because my term on this committee is up, like this month, so like would there be something like that I would need to like help teach another member stuff about the committee, or is that not like something I'd need to do? Or, and also in terms of debriefing about the Pride event specifically, would I need to come to next month's meeting or like as like a spectator or something to debrief, or should I just send notes to Cynthia or something like that if I have any?
For onboarding, I don't think you'd need to do any onboarding with a new member. We send people like trainings and whatnot beforehand, and they'll kind of get the swing of things, like being at the meetings. I think like if you have like thoughts like during or after the event, like I think sending them in an email to Cynthia, I don't think like you don't need to make your schedule work to come if you don't want to, but yeah, because there's not public comment at your all's meetings, so
Yeah.
it'd just be different. But
Okay.
Freddie, can I ask you, is this like you're not continuing?
Yeah, I didn't reapply because I know that I'm gonna be somewhat of a full-time student in the fall, with like 3 to 4 classes. So I didn't see myself having sufficient amount of time to commit given that. So like I just didn't reapply.
So from the committee, I should say thank you for all your help and all that you have done. Right, Cynthia? Officially.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you. I don't have time, and like 4 classes each semester next year maybe is a lot.
We understand.
Thank
Well,
you.
good luck and thank you.
Thank you, Freddie. Thanks for everything. It's been great getting to know you.
Thank you. And I also have mentioned that I would still be willing to like be a volunteer for any future event, like just keep me on the mailing list. I can definitely volunteer my time for other Juneteenth events, Pride events, other like multicultural festivals, stuff like that. Yeah, life is lifing.
That's perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. So I think that brings us to adjourn, unless anybody has anything else they'd like to add or talk about. No, so may I please have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
I second it.
Okay, Adiola, roll call.
Yes, let's go.
Bindu,
Yes.
Freddie,
Yes.
Holly,
Yes.
Pankaj,
yes.
and yes for me too. So we are adjourned at 7:10 p.m.